Unfortunately, and I hate to admit this, I am a little bit susceptible to the is it cake thing. If you put this in front of me, I can't ignore this.
The ultimate real or cake quiz.
Guys, what if that was really Mr. Beast, though? And what if Mr. Beast was cake the whole time? Mike, why would they hurt Mr. Breast like this? I'm scared and confused.
What you were about to see was streamed live at twitch.tv/Jabroni_Mike.
You want to know what the best part of this is? This cake is going to be fucking awful to eat. Because this is like 4 inches thick of fondant right here. No one's going to eat this fucking thing. This amounts to food waste because no one is eating these fucking cakes.
Let's start this off with a lemon. Real or cake?
What do you think, chat? I think it's real. I'm going to tell you why. It's shiny. And it's got those pores.
That is a real lemon.
I told you it was a real lemon. I told you that. That sneaker is cake. You can tell. Look, that's fondant. You can see it.
Shoe. Real or
Cake.
cake?
It's cake.
It's a cake.
Adidas? I'd eat ass. I'd eat ass. That's cake. I can tell it's cake. I don't know how. I don't know how. It's cake.
Real or cake? I did use my green buttercream on this one.
I have a question. What's the plastic? If any part of that is not edible, this ain't cake, bro. Sugar film? Yeah, but look at how... That sound, bro. You gonna eat something that sounds like that? That's a mango.
Real or cake?
That's a mango.
It's real.
That's real.
It's a real tomato.
Real.
That
That's
pepper
real.
Is a cake. All right, maybe that.
Come. Dethroned. The like bell peppers have a waxy coating on the skin. It's got it. Look at the stem. That has like, I don't know, what is it? Like oxidation on it? Where it's like, you can see it's turning brown on the stem. How do you get that to look like that? Maybe they're cheating. Listen. The knife is like an SCP that turns everything it touches into cake. Cake.
Real or cake?
Cake.
It's real.
Nah, it's just, nah, I'm just, it's over. The dream is dead. The dream's so dead. That's cake.
Nintendo Switch. Real.
You can see it's cake.
That baby's a cake.
That baby's a cake. And I bet you it still has less Joy-Con drift.
Lamp.
Cake.
Real or cake?
Cake. You see the fondant's cake.
That lava lamp is a cake.
That's Jello.
Let's take a moment to appreciate these cake cutting sounds, shall we?
I don't... She's pissed me off, bro. That's cake.
Hat. Real or cake?
That's cake.
That is a real
Me.
hat. Real or cake? It's a cake. I made edible hair with spun sugar.
Don't do that. Don't ever do that again. That's revolting. That's rancid. Cake.
These are real carrots.
I'm bad. I'm so... I should have turned the video off when I was ahead.
Mushroom. Real or cake?
Cake!
It's real.
What is reality anymore? That's cake!
Watermelon. Real or cake? This one's real.
You!
Wait, we already did mushroom. Only this time it's a cake.
You think that's good, though? Like, you think that's good? Like, eating that would taste good?
Frozen pizza. Real
Cake.
Real or cake? I
Cake.
kind of messed with you guys on this one. Because the left side is cake, but the right side's actually pizza.
You bitch. You can't do that. She can do that. She's doing it. She's doing it. What do you mean she can't do it? She's doing it. That is cake. I can't believe it's cake.
Tub of butter. Real or cake? It's a cake. Wait, it's not butter either.
Isn't that stupid? Doesn't that piss you off that they're able to do that? This boot? Real.
This boot is...
The heel of the shoe is not cake. That's got to be some kind of cheat. I think that's a base. It's like a plate. That's bullshit.
Pack of cups.
Cake.
Real or cake?
It's cake.
This one is a cake.
All of these cakes must suck. All of the thoughts are going into what it looks like. No thought is going into what it tastes like. They're probably terrible. And this kind of pisses me off. If it's not edible, then it's not a cake, is it? They feed it to the homeless. Imagine being homeless and they give you a fucking shoe cake.
How about another lemon? Real or cake?
That one's cake.
This lemon is also real.
You fucking sneaky little bitch. Cake.
Let's listen to this cut.
You like all that plastic? Look at that. Yeah, look at all that plastic. Look at all that microplastics.
Real or cake?
Cake.
And that would be a cake. I love when I make objects that are supposed to be hard, but actually they're squishy cake.
Shut up.
Real or cake?
Real.
This one's real. Hat. Real or cake?
Real.
That hat is real. I stuffed it with paper towels.
Shut up!
A tie-dye top. Real or cake?
Cake.
That is a cake. And yes, the hanger is also edible.
We're back, boys! We're back!
Onion. Real or cake?
Cake!
I promise I didn't just cover a cake in real onion skin. I made that skin with edible paper.
Yeah! We're so back!
Sweatshirt. Real or cake?
Cake!
That is a real sweatshirt.
Come! We had a little good streak in there.
Asparagus. Real or cake?
Cake.
This bundle is a cake. Squishy cake.
That's such bull. Why? Why do this? Why? To torture me?
Cake. Real or cake? The cake is a cake. But did you know that the candles and cake stand are edible too?
Yeah, again, define edible, right? To do something different one season, you give everybody cakes, but some of the cakes aren't cakes. You do it in the reverse, right? Like a tire that really looks like a cake. And you try to eat that. Here's the thing, you got to eat it to find out. And here's a delicious fudge cake, and he takes a bite, and he's like, wait a minute. This isn't fudge. Oh, man. That's horrifying. Guys, what if the woman on the left is the cake? Mike, that's gore. That head looks like it's been cut. It's gore. I'm crying, and you're getting TOS'd. It'd be really fun to take a baseball bat to that cake, right? Has anybody ever made an ass, like a big juicy ass, like a fat, like pog out of cake? And then been like, yo, cake or cake? I'm telling you, she's cake. Like, that's the twist at the end. Like, she herself is fucking cake. All right, boys. There's something a little bit unnatural about the one on the left.
It's not that one. That one's real. But this one's a cake.
It's got to be the right. I really, this is hard.
It's the dog on the...
Calm. What if she's full of shit and they're both cakes? Like, she could just be a dirty, filthy liar. It's never the first one she touches. It's gonna be, it's this one, it's this one, it's this one. That's right.
That pear cake was really fun to make.
Was it? Oh, that's just impossible. The top one.
That would be the bone on the bottom.
Yeah.
One of these.
She makes me feel so stupid and bad and useless and insignificant and just like worthless. And why my pee-pee feel funny? She's perfect. Right? Lemon is cake. Culp. Cake's in the back.
Lemons is a cake. Did you choose this one?
You chatter. She put like a chocolate cake in there. Again, what wouldn't you make it like a lemon cake? Wouldn't you do that? Wouldn't you why? She's a devil fruit user. She is terrifyingly talented. And one day, she will somehow find a way to use this power for evil. Pickle on the right. This is the cake. This is the cake.
Which of these three pickles is actually
This one. It's this.
And that isn't even pickle juice, it's simple syrup.
Bro, imagine like being married to her. She cooked you dinner, right? You go sit down. You're sitting down to like a nice meal, like a steak, and you cut into it, and she's like, "Nope, it's a cake." And you're like, "Honey, I just wanted like a steak dinner. I just wanted a meal of protein. I didn't want another cake." Well, too bad. It's cake. Everything in your life, you know, you go to sit down in your sofa, you start sinking into it. It's cake. You get in the car to drive to work. Your car's cake. You know, you try to turn on the TV. It doesn't turn on because it's cake. Where would it end? Where would it end? She just gave birth to your first child, 9 months in the oven, and the doctor places the child in your hands, and you're just kind of like, well, why isn't it crying? Why is it okay? She looks up at you from the the stretcher or whatever, the hospital bed, and she's like, "Nope, it's cake. Were you ever pregnant? Were you ever pregnant? Was it all a lie?" You see the nurse is eating it in the back room. That's why she called it the oven. The doctor comes out, he hands you the hospital bill. $32,000. The hospital bill is not cake. You open your mouth to scream. It's full of cake. You're in bed, late that night. You're like, yeah, I'm going to try to get lucky tonight. You just get worked up. You slide it in, and you're like, wait, what the f-? And then the lights turn on, and she's like, no, honey, that's cake. And she's standing in the bedroom door, and you're like, wait a minute, then what am I f-ing? If you're standing there, what am I f-ing? And you look down, and your balls deep in a cake. You pull out, you look down, you see you're like, what happened to my penis? Your penis feels weird. She's like, that's cake. And you just watch your penis like disintegrate. And as the rest of your body starts to disintegrate, you're like, what's happening to me? She's like, you're cake. You're cake. You're cake. You're cake. You're cake. You're cake. You're cake.
This is the cake right here. This one right here.
It's not this one. Or this one. Let's cut these last two.
Two
This
cakes.
one's a real banana, and this one's a cake.
Undefeated.
If